Look at the modern designated marksman rifle. It has an adjustable stock, modular rails and precision optics. But stripping away those modern attachments reveal a steel skeleton of a rifle forged at the height of the Cold War. 1960s Sweden faced two simultaneous threats, a potential Soviet invasion and the sub-zero temperatures at the Arctic Circle. This required a weapon that functioned reliably in the deep snow and extreme cold. To meet these demands, Sweden selected the West German Heckler & Koch G3, specifically for its roller-delayed blowback mechanism. Because the system lacks a gas piston, it is entirely self-contained within the receiver. This protects the internal parts from freezing moisture or carbon fouling in the gas port. Adopting this sealed German action provided the weatherproof mechanical core required for Scandinavia. Sweden built the rifle domestically as the Automatkarbin 4, requiring a 15,000 round service life that far exceeded the German standard. Engineers installed a reinforced recoil buffer to absorb the internal stress and extended the buttstock by 20 mm to accommodate soldiers in thick winter gear. One specific tactical modification involved miling a serrated thumb groove directly onto the bolt carrier. Standard G3s require a loud metallic H&K slap to chamber a round. In an urban environment, that mechanical clack is a non-issue, but in the dead silence of a freezing Swedish forest, the sound carries for hundreds of meters, effectively announcing your exact position to the enemy. This specific tactical liability meant the Swedish military couldn't use the G3 in its original form. To protect their borders, they had to deconstruct the German design and rebuild it specifically for the Arctic. By the 1960s, Sweden's total defense doctrine required every citizen to be ready for high-intensity conflict. These soldiers seen here in a training in heavy winter gear were the front line of a strategy designed to turn the rugged taiga into a fortress. However, the actual hardware was lagging behind the doctrine. Most Swedish infantry units were still carrying bolt-action Mauser rifles, a technology that was already reaching its limit by the end of previous World War. During the selection trials, the Swedish military set a requirement that stunned the German engineers. While the standard G3 was rated for 6,000 rounds of service, Sweden demanded a minimum lifespan of 15,000 rounds. Meeting this requirement meant implementing 40 distinct engineering changes. This rigorous overhaul resulted in the Automatkarbin 4, a rifle designed to outlast the original G3 by nearly 10,000 rounds. To achieve that 15,000 round lifespan, the internal recoil system was also upgraded. On the right, you can see the Swedish heavy buffer, which is significantly more substantial than the German original on the left. This high buffer absorbed the harsh energy of the 7.62 NATO cartridge more effectively. By smoothing out that rearward force, the rifle avoids the metal fatigue that would otherwise cause the receiver to crack over years of heavy use. By 1985, the global shift towards lighter 5.56mm ammunition led Sweden to adopt the AK-5. The 7.62 AK-4 moved to Hemvärnet, or the Home Guard, where the heavier rounds barrier penetration remained valuable for static defense and checkpoints. In the early 2000s, the military began the AK-4B modernization program. This process involved the permanent mechanical removal of the traditional rotary iron sights. Armorers welded a Picatinny rail directly on top of the receiver for an aim-point CS sight. A revised shell catcher fits under the new optic, as seen on this modernized Home Guard weapon. For specialist roles, they added modular handguard, a bipod and a hand-sold 4x magnified scope, resulting in the AK-4D variant. These modifications shifted the rifle's operational role, turning what was once a standard infantry weapon into a precise tool for designated marksmen. Today, these modernized AK-4 variants are actively serving as the primary armament for the Home Guard and as a stopgap marksmanship rifle for the regular army. By keeping the original heavy caliber, Swedish soldiers maintain a significantly range and power advantage over smaller 5.56mm rifles. Now paired with modern ergonomics, this reclamation allowed Sweden to update its entire national reserve for a fraction of the cost of a new procurement program, which typically requires years of development and billions of dollars in manufacturing. Cold War steel reborn in a 21st century workshop, Sweden did not build a new weapon, it rediscovered one. Sometimes the best option is right in front of you.